as we get set for half two. This is taken at his 4. Legs still churning.
Like a giant pinball.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Going to give this time to the tailback. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
From our vantage point, that was just one bad play by the offensive line in a series of really good ones tonight, but I know that they're going to be really ticked off. It's a lot like a baseball pitcher losing a no-hitter late in the game.
Here's Drew Kaiser now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity map to go out the window. They've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Going to throw right side here, complete. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. And now a 1st down following that long gain. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They come out here in the eye. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Backing up. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him 6 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's 3rd down for this offense.
Hey, 4 down. Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
Back to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. And he'll give it here to his running back. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive.
3rd and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he is going to be wrapped up and slung to the turf. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Here comes the Saints punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
They come out here in the eye. Play clock winding down. And they'll go on the ground. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Surveying the field. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But You've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. Wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
They go play action here on first down. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down. And the offense in that middle ground here on third down, 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
I know at times today's NFL sure feels like everything's about the guy throwing the football. But if you've got a guy who can run it and move it and gain this type of yardage, you'll take him each and every time.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Second down following the run.
All right, here we go.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Hey, we got tight left. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Key him. Key the tight end. Here we go now.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. You're watching the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He gets it to Thomas. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again, and it's 4th and 3. So now on 4th down, Sean Payton's going to turn it over to the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
Well, that field goal block pretty much sums up the day for them, doesn't it?
Boy, it really does. What's the word we often use? Symptomatic. It's just been a sign of how this one's gone.
Give a lot of credit to the guys who got in and blocked the kick. They've had the advantage all game, and they continue to press it.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. 6 yards to go here on 2nd down. Time running out here on the play clock. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Defense sinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
This is taken at the 18. Heading back out there now, the Saints defense. Their stay on the field last time was short-lived with a 3-and-out. See if they can get some more of that.
And ordinarily, you want to be on the field playing, right? But 3-and-outs, that's almost gold to a defense. Get to the bench, get some rest, turn the ball over to your offense.
We'll see what they can do here. See if they can force another 3-and-out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Partner, sometimes it's those little guys you really have to fear. They've been battling their whole lives wanting to show the big boys that they can play with power. I guarantee you this year at Thanksgiving, he's sitting at the adults' table, not the kids' one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. The play clock's running down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker, complete. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They come out here in the eye. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this is incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the 2nd half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. 2nd down following the incompletion. And to give this time to the tailback. And some room to roam now. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the 4th quarter, they're really excited. Because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going. Want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there? And that's run the football.
He'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead now up to 22. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Following the field goal on is the punter, Drew Kaiser, to kick it off. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Three yards to go on 2nd down. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Defense has to stand tall here, 3rd and 1.
4 down, 4 down.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
They'll set up a throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. A gain of 11 and a first down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Stop right there.
Here we go now. Blue, 90.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Whether they deserve credit or not, the defense is going to take credit for that incompletion because it always feels good when you slow down an offense.
Thomas, the lone receiver, left.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Now let's go. Blue, 90. Blue, 90.
Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. And the yellow flag hurts this offense, and now they face a tough 3rd down.
Single receiver.
Now let's go. 319. 319.
They'll look to throw again. He throws, and he hits the slant route to Thomas. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Back to throw now on first down. He's got time. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
And right now I take my rudimentary kindergarten skills and draw where the tackle box would be because that was close. I thought he was in the tackle box. He has to be very careful where he gets rid of the football from that spot.
Yeah, they say there was a receiver in the area, though.
Yeah. There's always a receiver in the area.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Green, 39. Green, 39.
Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front.
False start, offense.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Here we go now. Green.
Back to throw again. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans. Their big-bodied receiver, 44 yards. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion.
Four down, check.
Here we go now. Green.
They'll try and throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're not too pleased that they didn't punt.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
All the elements of what you want out of a play came together on that one. A really nice run, took care of the football, and even more importantly, taking the clock under 4 minutes now. At this stage of the game, how do you bleed out the clock, take care of the ball, and make sure the other team doesn't have a chance to come back on you? You're looking at your sheet, how many timeouts are left, how many runs do we need to close it out? That's what the coach is looking at right now. Situational football, trying to gain a victory. But that certainly felt like an example of a defense just saying, okay, we've had enough. We've gotten mashed all night long. About time we got a good play in. But flip it over to the offensive side. They've got to be really upset that they allowed a play like that to happen. They were pitching such a great game. They want to keep it going.
Play clock winding down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to look. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded just inside the 20. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital.
Try and start this drive in the air. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. 12 yards on the pickup. And that leads to a New Orleans first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Oh, look at Thomas wide open. There he goes left side. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Saints get a bit closer.
And they put it in the end zone, which was job 1. Now they have to convert. And then it's decision time, isn't it?
Yeah, so this is what all teams go through. You look at the clock, you're inside 2 minutes. Look at your timeouts. make that onside kick decision.
Yeah, how do you feel about your defense, where you are in terms of the scoreboard, and the time left on the clock, as you noted? So many things to go through.
Four down, four down.
Set. Blue 90.
Where's 52?
Blue 90.
They'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. And hold the phone now. This game isn't over yet.
Not at all. Now, get the football back. That's the first thing. However you do it, get the ball back and then manipulate the clock with your offense, because you've got to get the ball into the end zone.
So here we go. They'll need the recovery, obviously, then a touchdown and a two-point conversion to tie. And the 49er hands team does its job. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it, because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Hey,
Let's go. What?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And the Saints signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Let's go. Grand 38.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. 2 yards to go here on 3rd down.
Let's go. What?
They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Hey, we got tight left. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Key the tight end.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead is up to 15 now. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. Now after the touchdown, Drew Kaiser to boot it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, you know. Didn't really matter. The scoreboard was pretty well set, but they still competed until the final whistle.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From New Orleans, good night, everybody.